Hey folks, welcome back. I'm still working on this series with the suspension, and today we're going to look at the spring bags that we got from Eibach. I got the spring bags with the Dash 30 kit, which are supposed to be for the Pro XP with the Fox shocks. Thinking that they should probably fit the walkers, which they do. So what you see here is my walker rears with the Eibach spring bags for the Pro XP Fox shocks. Right here is where the top pretty much stops. And of course that has everything to do with preload, right? So the way I have the preload set on these, because I am running some pretty heavy weight on this buggy, there's a little bit of room left in the top of this, which I think is just fine. But here are the Dash 28 bags that I got for the RS1, which is also good for the Walker Turbo S, and a myriad of other Polaris cars with actually Fox shocks and Walker shocks. So these, as you can see, they're only slightly shorter than the Dash 30s. I think that these would probably work fine on these shocks as well, specifically with the way the preset or the preload is set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bag off of here, which I think will be a big help. And we're going to put this other shorter bag on and see if it would have worked fine as well, which I do believe it probably will. So it's pretty easy Velcro closure. You've got I don't know, that might be 1.5 inches wide on there. You can just rip these right off like that. We'll set this one aside. Again, this is the Dash 30. They're nice, heavy neoprene bags. Not a fan that they are red because my machine is orange, and that's not going to look great, but that's what it is. Here's there's the part number. Hopefully you can see that in the video. It's an ESBN 30.300, and then there's another part number 107848001. So we'll set this one aside for now, and we will open up this this Dash 28 and get it put on. So this is well, I'll show you first. It's an ESBN 28.300 108775-002. So we're going to go ahead and put this on. They're definitely a little bit more of a pain in the neck to put on while the springs, the shocks are on the car. So I didn't have these tightened down or torqued yet, so I just popped them off. Easier for us to look at here in the video as well. So just put these on. So this is the right rear shock. So this is going to be the, let me see, that's going to be the outside of the shock, I believe. No, that's the inside. This is the inside. So this is what I want to, this is where I want the Velcro to be. I don't want the Velcro to be necessarily on the outside of the shock. So have to get this in around here. Of course, you've got, this perch down here and the guard. So it makes it a little bit challenging to get it locked in around there, but not too, it's not bad at all, really. So we'll just get this wrapped in around here the best that we can. And kind of get it tucked in under that bottom spring. Must have had the opposite size bag on the other one. Opposite side, I mean, because the Velcro closure is a little bit, it's going the opposite way right now. But like I said, it's easier to get everything lined up when you've got the shocks off the buggy. So there you go. You can see where I have my preload set. I've still got some room left. And of course, these are at full droop right now because they're off the machine. I don't like how this is gapped here at the top. So probably what I'll do is I'll fold this over and throw a zip tie on there. But these are gonna go on the RS1, these bags. But I just wanted to show you that they will fit. The 28 version will fit the walkers on the Pro XP. Also the 30 version will. So you can buy either spring kit. And then when it comes to the fronts, the front spring bags are the exact same part number no matter if you buy the kit for the RS1 and the other Walker XPs, or if you buy the kit for the Pro XP with the Fox. The front shock bags are the same exact part number. So the only thing that's different is the rears, and it looks like no matter which kit you pick, the rears will work just fine. All right, so we got the front ones on. They go on pretty easily actually with them on the vehicle. You can see it's a little baggy here down at the bottom. Might have to zip tie that. My limit straps require this retaining strap, so I had to cut a small hole in the bag for that. I had my fingers in there trying to fish it out, didn't tear anymore, so hopefully that'll hold. But yeah, that's the front. Pretty easy to put on. Not a great look with the orange, but that's the only color they have. So we managed to get these spring bags out for a ride. We rode a few hours. It was super wet, lots of mud. Our local riding spot is always full of water, lots of low-lying areas and lots of creeks. So we get into a bunch of water. We're gonna open up these spring bags and see how much crud's inside them. We were through plenty of deep stuff, mud holes up to the hood probably at points in time. Well, at least it was pushing it with the hood. Might not have been actually that deep, so probably not over the tires, but you know, still relatively deep. So we'll open up these spring bags on a couple of these shocks and see how much crud's inside. So let's see here. You can see they're pretty well coated. Lots of junk. We'll open these up on the bottom here. There's stuff falling out. Well, I'll tell you what, pretty clean in there. So the backs look pretty good. Let's look at the fronts. Fronts look pretty clean too. So hey, I'm not going to complain. I've heard some complaints that the shock bags get filled with mud. Like I said, we were through plenty of mud, standing water, and I'm not seeing anything in there of anything substantial. So, hey, I'm saying the spring bags are working, so we're going to keep on running them.